Here we go. I grabbed an assortment of old things. I hate the no foot feeling. Man. Heart's going numb. Alright, so I have a handful of stuff for this edition of Show and Tell based on people's, like, first recollections of things. Excuse me. I can't believe we haven't talked about this game on Show and Tell yet. Like, one of the most iconic video game combo packs of all time. The Super Mario 1 Duck Hunt. If you are a child of the 80s, you've played this thing. You played the heck out of this thing, and it had Mario and Duck Hunt on it. And you might have had a gray version of this. I currently have an orange version of the Nintendo Zapper. One of the last times they made something that straight up looked like a gun. But yeah, that sound though, man, that ping when you pulled that trigger and you held it right up to the TV so you could shoot the dogs. Like everybody. Whoa, Jenny subscribed to tier. Thank you. Let me hit the air horn for you here. Time Crisis on the PS2. I also had a gun, I think. Oh man, Time Crisis was awesome in the arcade. Hitting the pedal to hide behind the thing. Every time I see Time Crisis at the arcade, I gotta play it. Of course, I don't like go to the arcade much anymore, but no problem, you rock. Oh, thank you, Jenny. That's awesome. Let me throw. Hold on, I need to show. Where's the emote for that? Yeah, the heart emote. There it is. There we go. Heart emote for Jenny on this one. LOL, the pink sound. Yeah, this was, man, that sound. Heard that so many times. And yeah, I always wanted to shoot the dog, and you never could. I also have a Nintendo controller tangled here. How I got the NES that I currently... Yes, Pew Pew. Shout outs to Pew Pew Pete. Just the... my cousin bought it from another cousin, and I got it for 20 bucks. So it was, yeah, this with the NES, 2 controllers, and the gun. 20 bucks, which is a steal in hindsight. Jenna, how's it going? We're doing some like old school show and tell. I've got the NES Zapper. I accidentally grabbed a controller too. Let me put all this stuff down. How you doing? For me, it's the Atari. And these, I didn't grow up with these games, but there's some crown jewels in my Atari collection. Did you guys know Nintendo made Atari games? There it is. I'll give you guys a good look. This is Mario Bros. On the Atari 2600. And this is not like Super Mario 1 where you're going to say Princess Peach. This is the single screen Mario game where it's Mario and Luigi going through the pipes and hitting I know it sounds like regular Mario. It's like one stage. It's basically that, and it's not a great version of it, but it's weird that it's on a Atari system. You had no idea. I also have Donkey Kong. Here, let me grab that real quick. Like, at some point in my video game history, I had no idea that Nintendo, or I had lost track of the fact that Nintendo made non-games for other platforms. So yeah, there's Mario Bros. And here's Donkey Kong. And yeah, this was made by Coleco, of all companies as well. That's so cool. Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, I don't think they're actually worth all that much, but it's like cool collector's items. Some of the oldest Mario games that like just not even on a Nintendo platform. Probably the crown jewel of my Atari collection is when I saw this at the store, it was I had to get it. I didn't even have an Atari at the time, but they had 2. I was with my friend Wendy. They had 2 Atari 2600s. I bought one, she bought one as a gift, and we split the games that they had, but one of the games I had to get for myself. Do I have to explain anymore? Considered the worst video game of all time. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. And like I've played this. I would love to stream this at some point. I'd probably have to use an emulator. I can't hook up E.T. to what I have right now. But oh my goodness, this is a horrible game. One of the worst game, quite possibly the worst game I've ever played. Jenna says buried in the desert. Yes, there are a million copies buried in the desert, but I happen to have one here. This is not a desert copy. I got this from the store. And Jenny says I played it for 50 seconds before I had to stop. Yes, it's a nightmare of a game. Do not play it. Well, play it once for like less than a minute and then just stop. It's not worth going anywhere beyond that. And Athena says I watched the Let's Play and it was amazing. Awesome. And one more, just because we're talking old school, and for Jenny, we're talking amiibos. We've got the Super Mario 30th anniversary, the 8-bit amiibo rendered in 3D. This is one of my favorite amiibos, and I remember where I was when I bought this. I was in the States when I bought this. It was my cousin Jeff's wedding. They got married in Buffalo, and on the way back across the border, my wife and I took a stop at Target, and they had this amiibo, so I had to get it. And it's one of my favorites. Seeing 2D Mario rendered out like this is so cool. And it's weird, we're now at the 35th anniversary, and supposedly a whole bunch of stuff is happening.